Here is what the exposed Boston Celtics coach did. The Ime Udoka scandal is becoming more complicated by the hour. There are currently no indications that the scandalous coach's year-long suspension from the Celtics will stop their illicit relationship with a female staff member. The group has reportedly known about the relationship since June, but has only now chosen to take action. And what is that? Welcome back. This video is going to be all about what Celtics did. First off, were the Celtics always aware of Udoka's relationship? Contrary to common assumption, the Celtics didn't simply learn about the relationship like the rest of us. According to NBA expert Shams Charania, it comes out that Boston's senior officials have been aware of the incident since June. Yes, you heard it correctly. They were aware that their head coach had violated the organization's policy for around 3 months, yet they did nothing. We understand that you must be wondering why now. Since then, what has prompted the team to suspend Udoka for the entire season? Both parties led team's leadership to believe that their connection was consensual when officials first learned about it. Only after a recent occurrence involving the same female employee caused the team to open a thorough investigation into the situation did the franchise begin to pay attention. Sources claim that the woman recently accused Udoka of making inappropriate remarks to her, which led the team to perform several internal assessments. This suggests that despite the relationship's direct violation of team rules, the organization kept a blind eye on it for at least 2 months. Now on its own, this wouldn't be all that significant. The organization, you see, apparently believed that the relationship was between two willing adults. It overlooked the issue that would after that, at most, constitute a defined company policy. The situation now starts to become problematic. You see, this is predatory behavior, not just a case of breaching the rules. Oh, we did say that. It's also the sole method to characterize the current circumstance. At the time of the incident, Udoka was one of Boston's top authorities. The team knew that the head coach was dating a staff member. What did they then do? I'll explain. Not stupid at all. The worst part is conveniently ignoring the power dynamics of said relationship. The series continues to pass off the entire situation as a consenting relationship between two adults. But hold on, there's more. The Celtics decided not to take action even after learning that someone had spoken to the press about Udoka's behavior. The team didn't say anything for over 24 hours following the initial report, ignoring the wrongdoing and being extremely detailed in its specifics. They were aware of the controversy that was developing online on Thursday, as names and images of women connected to the team were shared, only because they were team members. They stood idly by as women who toiled to establish themselves in a male-dominated sport had their heart-earned reputations torn apart without foundation. A trend appears to be emerging. No, it took the franchise 36 hours before they revealed Udoka's penalty. Even then, they avoided mentioning the harassment and bullying their female employees had experienced in their statements. There's more than first appears. Sadly for the Celtics, this situation is not over yet. Most analysts believe that we're just getting started. According to many insiders, a lot more information in the upcoming weeks won't be favorable to the club. Remember that we still don't know what remarks Udoka made to the woman to prompt her to complain to the team's administrators. We don't know how well the Celtics handled these complaints, but given their recent performance, we wouldn't be shocked if it was poor. In a recent episode of Zach Lowe's podcast, Ramona Shelburne and Tim Bontemps joined the ESPN commentator to talk about the Robert Sarver fine and Udoka's present predicament. Lowe provided information regarding what might have occurred within the company when asked why the owner and head coach received comparable penalties. He asserted that there might be other information regarding this story that we are unaware of, and this information might be very hazardous for a lot of individuals. Later on, Lowe reiterated this point by stating that whatever occurs would be exceedingly terrible for the parties concerned and that things will only get messier and ugly. Those are very serious claims, but to be honest, we won't be surprised if they are realized. Now, if you were the Celtics at this moment, you would want to replace Udoka with the safest alternative possible, someone with a spotless record, especially with women. It should be obvious. Well, either we are the next Stephen Hawking, or the Celtics management has a low IQ, since they somehow believed that hiring Joe Mazzulla as interim head coach in the middle of this would be a good idea. Let us now fill you in on Mr. Mazzulla's past if you're unfamiliar. In 2009, the former Fairmount State coach was detained for domestic abuse, after it was claimed the neck had grabbed her in a club. To Mazzulla's credit, he has maintained a fairly clean record since then. but we don't believe it's smart to hire him on the team's behalf, especially with the intense scandal they are currently facing. What is Udoka's position on the team going forward? He is unhireable right now, not just by Celtics but by any other franchise. That will be a tremendous shock if Boston decides to rehire him after the suspension ends. The coach's comeback hasn't received much attention from the team authorities. The only response to reporters who inquired about Udoka's future with the Celtics was that it would be decided later. It's also significant to note that Stevens sidestepped inquiries concerning Udoka's ability to contact team members while out on suspension. About a week has passed since the Celtics fired previous coach Udoka. Only the most insignificant information has been revealed, and the issue has generally been kept under wraps. The Boston locker room appears to know as little about the situation as we do, which is shocking. Many athletes claim that they have only learned what has been reported in the media. The Celtics' official justification for the suspension of coach Udoka was that he had broken team rules. Although the team did not specify which rules he broke, it has been established by numerous sources that it was the outcome of an improper relationship between Udoka and a female employee. Marcus Smart, the team's standout guard, said he hoped the Celtics had given the players more information about what prompted the punishment. He asserts, however, that he is aware that given how delicate this matter is, it might not be acceptable for them to disclose specifics about the circumstances. According to Jason Tatum, he wasn't even aware of what had occurred until he saw the news on Twitter. The new head coach has also been told not to discuss his predecessor. Nia Long states in response to her husband's controversy, the explosive situation at the Celtics took a dramatic turn when Udoka's fiancée, actress Nia Long, claimed to have been unaware of the relationship until a few days after her return to Boston. Long is thought to have learned about the relationship only after the Celtics released their formal announcement. Although Udoka is not married, he does share a daughter who is 10 years old with his fiancée. 7 years have passed since the pair started dating. Nia has requested their privacy and thanked everyone for their love and support throughout these tough times. The actress also clarified that she's only concerned with supporting her child through this ordeal. Finally, the Celtics locker room may soon see a familiar face. Not to worry, not Udoka at all. Not yet, at least. That is all for this video. We will be back soon with another informative video. Don't forget to like and share this video. Until next time.